Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's newest live stream. What sudden shift is coming into your life? Wheel of Fortune energy. Let's get into it. Sometimes nothing changes for a long time, and then everything changes at once. The Wheel of Fortune represents timing, fate, cycles, and sudden shifts. So tonight we're asking what sudden shift is coming into your life? Because the wheel is always turning. The only question is in whose favor? Let's get into it. Thank you all for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to today's newest live stream. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to the collective live stream for tonight. If you would like to donate for a live reading, I am also available for live readings as well as personal readings if you want to book a personal reading. Many of you have been booking personal readings behind the scenes, so thank you for that. And if you want to book a personal reading, by the way, you can also text me at 703-791-9162 or visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Hi, Arian. How are you? Thank you for being here. Welcome to tonight's live stream. All right, you guys, the first question I'm going to ask for the collective is what cycle is ending in your life? As we know, the Wheel of Fortune is about cycles, right? Sometimes the cycles is years long, days long, months long. All right. What cycle is ending in the lives of everyone watching, everyone in the room? Whether watching live or the replay, what cycles are ending in everyone's lives tonight? Thank you, Yvonne. Like your nails. Thank you. I'm actually going to redo them tonight. I'm planning to redo them tonight. So it's time to do a new color, a new set. So I'm going to take this color off and paint on a new color, child. Oh. New beginning card, the birth of something new. What cycle is ending in your life? Interesting. The new beginning card is the first card that shows up. For some of you, some things are already ended. The cycle is long behind you, actually. All right. I get devotion around money, finances, stability. Aura says, I'm so private, but I think I'm going to purchase a live reading tonight. Yes, Aura. Get your live reading, honey. And if anyone wants to donate for a live reading, I'm available. But if you want a private reading, I'm also available for private readings as well. I get detachment connected to thoughts, communication, the mind, how you process information. A lot of you are ending a cycle of despair. A lot of you are ending a cycle of hopelessness, of thoughts of it's never going to happen for me. It's never coming. Those cycles are ending. The woe is me cycle is ending, particularly mentally with your thoughts, the way you think. All right. Some of you are ending a cycle of negative thought patterns, negative thinking, always worrying, always stressing. Flirtation. All right. So maybe patterns where you felt out of alignment emotionally with people, maybe with family or with someone in particular. That pattern is ending. That cycle is ending. You may notice more alignment with people or someone in particular, more emotional alignment. Hi, Maria. How are you? Welcome, welcome, everyone. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, share. We are almost at 80K subscribers, which is crazy. I get restlessness. A lot of you are ending a cycle of wasting your time, wasting your energy, wasting your efforts. You're ending a cycle where you've been the one putting in all the effort. You've been the one trying to make things work in some way, shape, or form. You've been the one trying to keep things afloat or keep things together. right? Or you felt this way. But this cycle's ending once again. Defense around work, your routine. A lot of you are ending a cycle also of defending yourself or feeling defensive, being defensive, constantly being on the defense. This could be around work, around self criticisms, criticizing yourself, being criticized by others. There's a cycle ending here with these energies. Especially if you've been criticized by others and you've had to defend yourself against other people, once again, in the workspace, at home, defending your routines, defending the way you do things. That cycle is also ending. I feel like you're going to notice people suddenly either lose interest or move in new direction, like they find a new target in some way. All right. I'm doing well, Maria. Thank you. Oh, you're exhausted from stressing? I understand that. Well, the best remedy for that is rest. I get practicality in relationships. Some of you are ending a cycle of overdoing it in relationships, of overextending yourself in relationships, of giving more than you receive in relationships. A cycle of you overgiving in relationships is ending, which ironically is going to help your relationships or your relationship work better, have a better rhythm, be more balanced, because it will obviously would require your partner or friend or whomever you are in connection with to step up into their role and assume their role. All right, you give them space to do that. Interesting. The fulfillment card is coming in. Mm. Ooh, child. Some of y'all are ending a cycle of magical influence. Some of y'all are ending a cycle of magic. Child. Look at that wand right there and look at the hand pointing to the wand. Some of y'all are breaking some magical influences going on here. Interesting. You have some cycles ending connected to magic, magical influences. This could be curses breaking. This could be evil eye breaking off you. Timelines that have been converged being separated. Destiny swapping, going back to their rightful owners. Some of y'all have had magical influence and have not even realized it. Some of y'all, it could be your own magic, low key. Clock that T. I'm gonna have to go get some more water after this. But if anyone wants to donate for a live reading, once again, I am available. Lana says this resonates a lot so far. I'm glad it's resonating. If anyone wants to donate for a live reading while I'm here, donate for your live reading or wait until next time, or I'm available for personal readings as well. I get the principal card. Some of you are ending a cycle by leaving a situation and choosing your freedom. Look at the person here walking towards the The archway, the open archway, signifying an open door, right? Some of you have a door that's open for you and you're choosing freedom. You're choosing to walk through that open door. Remember, the new beginning card showed up right off the bat, so that resonates. This could be also connected to relocation, traveling for a lot of you, going to school, expanding your skill set or knowledge, publicity. Some of you break a cycle of allowing the past to hold you back, to hold you hostage. Some of you break a cycle of the past holding you back by shooting for the stars in some way, shape, or form, by just going for it. I'm interested how much. It's $30 and you can donate via the link in the chat or the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. All right. I get enthusiasm around unexpected changes. A lot of you have some unexpected radical changes coming your way too, child. Thank you to whoever just donated for a reading. We will do the live readings after this one. And then the next collective question we'll ask is what new cycle is beginning for everyone? Thank you, Tiara, for your donation. We're going to do your question right after this spread for the collective. Choice card. Choice. Interesting. Some of you are breaking a cycle of delusion where maybe there's been a delusion of thinking you have no choice, thinking there's no option. Or you could be breaking a cycle of someone deluding you into thinking there's no choice or option, or they're the only choice or option. You're breaking that cycle. There's a cycle of delusion you're breaking. Or a fog. It could also be addiction, maybe, that's been clouding your mind or judgment. Like there's something with that where a cycle's being broken here. You know, not having clear judgment, not having a clear mind, or something along those lines. A cycle's being broken here. All right, a lack of a clear mind. For some of you, I hear congestion. It could be congestion related. Maybe some of y'all are breaking a cycle of congestion or being congested. All right, let's see. Let's get to, it was you, Aura. Okay, let's see what your question is, child. Let's get to your question. Thank you for your donation. Okay, let's get to your question, Aura. And if anyone wants to donate for a live reading while I'm here, Paradox. Child, this whole time I thought it said periods. It says Aura Paradot. If anyone wants to donate for a live reading while I'm here, you can donate via the link in the chat or PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. All right, Aura, let's get to your question. Thank you, Michael, for your donation. I just got a donation from Michael. Let's get into Aura's question. Let's see. Did you put your question with your donation? Or if you could put your question in the chat, and then Michael, if you let me see if you put your question with your donation. Michael, if you could also put your question in the chat because you'll be after Aura, and we will do both of your readings next. And then if anyone else wants to donate to be on the list for live readings, I'm here. Get your live reading. Of course, as you know, I don't delete the lives. I may put them on members only every now and then, but I don't delete them. And membership is, I think, like $3 anyway. So but there are benefits that comes with being a member as well. So consider becoming a member. And yeah, let me go get some water. I'll be right back. I'm thirsty, child. All right, Aura, let's get to your question. Okay, let's see what Aura's question is. Let's cleanse the cards real quick. Aura wants to know, are there any hidden energies, patterns, or influences creating roadblocks for me? Are there any hidden energies, patterns, or influences creating roadblocks for Aura Peridot? Are there any hidden energies, patterns, or influences creating roadblocks for Aura Peridot? This is actually a good question. Very insightful, very thoughtful. Very perceptive. Let's see, impulsiveness. You could be a little bit impulsive. Maybe with timing, maybe feeling at times things aren't moving fast enough, or there's something you can do to move things faster, move things along faster, more smoother, rather than just letting things be or play out energetically, is what I'm getting. So it could be a little bit of impulsiveness, and sometimes impulsiveness can be a good thing. Impulsive people tend to be the ones that snatch up the opportunities the quickest, gather good luck the fastest because they're the biggest, risk takers and blah, blah, blah. But sometimes impulsiveness can mess up with timing. I do get companionship around money, resources, finances. Impulsiveness facing being influenced by other people and their other people's lifestyles, keeping up with the Joneses type of energy or vibe, maybe. I get independence. Do have an independent mindset. You're an independent thinker. You think for yourself, speak for yourself, right? You definitely have that vibe. Authority facing that card. You definitely are the authority. Are you Aries, or do you have Aries or something in your chart? Because you come across as very much authority of self, but also can be maybe misinterpreted as authority for others as well, or authority of others. Um, so I'm trying to figure out how to say this. This is the energy of learning to move from the role of the student to the teacher, right? Ego. Maybe being a bit more open to other people's opinions, perceptions. Not that you have to take it with a grain of salt, but maybe not so much my way or the highway, all in every situation or circumstance. Because I'm noticing a theme in the cards where it's like ego, extremism, black or white energy, this or that. You need to work on maybe being a little bit more go with the flow, more open minded. All right, less rigid. I get flirtation in relationships. I feel like you're great with relationships, but I get detachment connected to endings, changes, evolution, growth. Hmm. I get a new beginning showing up, the birth of something new, optimism, achievement, but revenge is the last card in terms of hidden weaknesses, hidden strengths and hidden weaknesses. Hmm. I think you can be a little bit too black or white, this or that. I think you also have a thing with you when you start to feel things, people pull away, or things ending or changing in a relationship where you feel maybe you're losing control or something like that, or maybe it makes you feel like you're losing control. Like there's something there as well where I don't know if you handle endings well or handle changes well all the time. So there's definitely something psychologically there. And I just feel like there's an energy of, yeah, the potential for you to get in your own way in certain circumstances, okay? Definitely circumstances where you could be a little more malleable, go with the flow, more open minded to other interpretations, other resolutions. It gives the energy of, when you're upset because you want your solution, you want your resolution. You're on the phone with customer service and you want them to do what you want, but maybe they can't do that, but they're offering you other things that are actually pretty good options as well, but you want what you want, so it doesn't matter what the other options are. So you just say screw everything. It's like that energy. Instead of being malleable, I hate to use the word agreeable, but like that's also something I'm hearing, like more go with the flow. All right. You're a Leo. You do have Aries in your chart. That's what I kept getting, Aries energy. Yes, you're right. Clocked it. I do need to let go of control. Yeah, I'm surprised the control card didn't come out because I was waiting for it to come out. But yeah, I feel like it's like a letting go of control. All right. Control of the outcome in particular. All right. Which is interesting. Okay. All right. That was good. Let's see what your final card is, Aura. Is peridot a birthstone, by the way? I know. It's a stone, right? Peridot. What's the final card for Aura? Peridot. Spirit, give us clarity and insight. And Michael, you're next. We'll take this one. All right, Aura, you got the 9 of thoughts. I'm so upset. I had to reshape this nail today because it got chipped or it got cut or something. It got cut or chipped. I'm gonna have to reshape it again. It's not that bad, but anyways, child, you got the. I'm sorry, you got the 9 of thought, Aura. It says yes, the Leo stone. Yeah, got it. Good to know. Interesting. Or it says stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts toward the positive. There's no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that heaven will promise a solution. If you're experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels. That sounds like everything I said in your reading, pretty much. There you go. Thank you, Aura, for doing a reading. And if anyone wants to elaborate, definitely get a personal reading. All right, Michael, you're next. Let's see what we've got going on with Michael. Love the color, though. Thank you. Oop, child, not 300. Hold on, let me fix that. $3 live reading. Could you imagine? All right. Thank you, Chiquia, for your donation. I just got that. All right. All right, Michael, let's get to your question and then we'll do Chiquia's question. And once again, if anyone wants to donate for a live reading, you can donate via the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or the link in the chat. All right, let's get into Michael's question. All right, Michael, let's get to your question. Let's see what Michael wants to know because he put his question in the chat. Where does he need to be? Michael wants to know where does he need to be? Where do they need to be? I love ice cold water. All right, where does Michael need to be? Where does Michael need to be at this time, Spirit? Where does Michael need to be at this time? Give us clarity and insight. Where does Michael Green need to be? I get harmony. So there's an energy of you're kind of where you need to be already, energetically, or you're moving in the direction of where you need to be. I get authority. I feel like there's an energy of you needing to be the main authority over your money, your finances. This definitely is how you spend your money, but also could definitely be in terms of how you make your money, how you allocate your resources, and how you manage your personal belongings, what you own. All right. I see you stepping more into a sense of ownership, authority, leadership, having your own of something. This could be your own car, your own home, your own business. Like that's where I see you're meant to be or where you're meant to move into, Michael. This definitely could be important around relatively soon, maybe March, April, or May, or definitely within the next 10 weeks, okay? Maybe 10 days. I get detachment connected to your thoughts, local affair, local travel. You could be a little bit over where you currently live, though, or your current location in terms of your local town, city, or state. So I don't know if you're considering a move, a relocation, a traveling, more long distance, possibly. I get control around emotions, family energy. All right. So I don't know if you feel controlling energy around family, controlled around your living situation. This is definitely an energy of being very emotionally composed, but I don't know if that's either a good thing as well. Because look at the snake at the man's feet. Um, yeah, I've been looking into your own business actually, but been apprehensive. I'm a Capricorn. Interesting. Maybe that's the control part I'm getting. You're a little bit too self controlled to the point where you don't make a move. I feel decisions. You got some decisions to make, Michael. All right, especially around July or August, or within the next 3 to 5 weeks or months. I get the need to be adaptable financially. You could benefit from having multiple streams of income or having a more adaptable routine, a more adaptable work life, maybe, or work life balance. You just moved to a different area of my city, but yeah, I want to move. I need fresh energy. Yeah, I feel like you could benefit from maybe a more long distance move down the line. I get order around relationships. Um, I feel like you also would benefit from relationships, connections that bring order, structure into your life. Um, that have similar interests. I don't know why I get like interest in health, herbs maybe, or I don't know if it's herbs or herb child. If you catch my tea, the green herb. I get a new beginning around a change, a new beginning for you, Michael, around October or November, or within the next 4 to 8 months. I see something ending and something new beginning for you. The Wheel of Fortune quite literally shows up for you around this time frame. All right. Principal, a door's open for you. Long distance. I see you moving or considering moving long distance down the line. All right, there's a town, city, state. I don't know if it's country, maybe as well, that would be open to receive you and your energy and what you have to offer. I get fulfillment around your career. So you're definitely meant to be focused on your career, your professional destiny. I get good news showing up for you around December of this year, January of next year, 2027, within the next 9 months, 9 to 10 months. I get resistance in terms of social networks, social connections, friendships. You definitely could be going through a shift with your friendships at this time, who you connect with, who you associate with. And I get secrets. You're definitely meant to move in silence, but I also feel like there's some things that you've been secretly considering. You've been secretly, what's the word? Manifesting, and soon will come the time to bring some of these energies to the dominant forefront as well. So once again, meeting, I think the energy is going to come up soon where you're going to need to take action of some sort. Okay. So that Capricorn energy of being stoic and sitting, sitting on the fence. Are you a Libra? Are you an air sign? Do you have air sign as well in your chart? Because this is very Capricorn air sign energy. I know because I'm a Capricorn sun, Libra moon child. I will sit on the fence like it's nobody's business, watch the people go by, do my nails, have an herb, smoke, have a coffee, and still not make a decision, child. So I definitely get it, but a decision will need to be made moving forward. Once again, and I do get a new beginning around fall. Um, so that's what I see for you, Michael. Thank you, Chakia, for your donation, your question. Let's get Michael's final card. And then Capricorn. Michael is a Capricorn sun, Gemini moon. Clocked it. Leo rising. I clocked that. I clocked that air sign energy, child. I knew there was some air in there. Classic Capricorn air sign mix, child. What's the final card from Michael? All right, Michael, you got the Guardian of Action. Ooh, not a Guardian of Action. And I said you gonna need to take action soon. See, Spirit never lies ever. Spirit always comes through, child. All right, Michael, it says Guardian of Action. It's time for you to step up and be the leader. I said that too. Your natural leadership skills are being called into action. This is your moment in the sun, so move into the light and shine for all to see. This card is also about a person who has charisma, is inspiring, and enjoys a challenge and loves the spotlight. Yes. Thank you, Michael, for doing a reading with me, and definitely keep me updated. All right, Chakia, you're next. And if anyone wants to donate for a live reading while I'm here, please send your question or send your donation via PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or the link in the chat. Now we're going to get into Chakia's question. Michael says, yeah, I'm getting older. I want to shift my life. I really appreciate your reading. It definitely helps me put things into perspective and know that I'm doing good. I'm learning not to rush it, but make progress. You're welcome, Michael. That's all that matters is as long as you're making progress, as long as you're moving forward. That's my motto. All right. Thank you for cleansing, clearing the energy of these decks when you pass reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Where's my spray? Cleopatra. Cleopatra. Patch. Patch. No, Patch. Come here, Patch. Oh, come here, Patra. Cleopatra. Ow. Ow. All right, let's get to your question. I need to clip their claws, child. Where did I put it? Oh, I just used the sage. Okay, got it. I must be tired. I don't know. It's late. I have not had a drink. I promise. Maybe a smoke, but not a drink. So I just had a moment. Would you do an America's Next Top Model reading, or have you at least heard about it? I have been watching it. I was thinking about doing a reading on America's Next Top Model or Tyra, but I wasn't sure if y'all would be interested or care really. Would y'all be? Would y'all care? Oh. All right, let's get to Chakia's question. Chakia wants to know, do I have any family members from my mom or dad's side or former classmates that are envy watching me? Does Chakia have any family members from mom or dad's side or any former classmates that are envious or watching Shakia? Is there any envy around Shakia from family or former classmates, Spirit? Give us clarity and insight. Oh, someone asked a question, Lamar. How do I figure out my sun and moon and rise signs? You need to know your sun. You need to know your birth month, day, and year. Um, and you can put it into a natal chart thing on Google. You can get a natal chart reading. Some people know their birth month and day and year, but they don't know the place they were born or the time they were born. So the more information you have, the better. But as long as you know the month, day, and year that you were born, that's really all you need. But if you want a super accurate reading, then you need to know the time and place you were born as well. All right, let's get into Shakia's question. Does Shakia have any envy being projected onto her by family or former classmates? Give us clarity, Spirit. I get harmony. You're definitely in a glow up period. You're definitely in an alignment period, Shakia, and that it's gonna be noticeable. Just look at the sun. I mean, I get resourcefulness around money. I feel like if anything, protect your money, your finances from envy, evil eye, jealousy, energy. All right. I get speculation around secondary family. This could be cousins, aunts, uncles. You definitely could be watched by these energies. All right. Look at the eye in the center. So it definitely could be judgment behind these watchful eyes. This will be once again secondary family, cousins, aunts, uncles, siblings, possible grandparents. All right. Could be on either side. Look at the male and the female on the picture. So it could also be either side or both sides as well. Mm. Also, it also could be former classmates because if you're talking about classmates from grade school to like elementary school or well, I don't know what do they call it these days, middle school, high school, whatever. If you're talking about those eras, then I feel like yes, you could also be watched by certain people as well. I don't feel like it's as many as you think, but I feel like two people in particular. Thank you, John Blue, for your donation. Thank you, Black and Blue, for your donation. Make sure you put your question in the. Oh, you would be interested in a Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model reading aura. Make sure you put your question with your donation or in the chat, Black and Blue, please. I get fortune around family, mother energy. So I don't get horrible energy from your mother's side of the family or your mother. I actually feel like your mother's side of the family, for the most part, your mother in particular, especially, is rooting for you. I get acquisition connected to romance. You may also want to protect your romantic life. Bluff, you may want to keep job opportunities that you're striving for private. I get criticism connected to higher education as well, culture, opinions, beliefs. I do think you're being envy watched. I do think you're being criticized watched. I mean, I always say, look at this finger. But no, this does look like a woman's finger, or someone who is very fabulous. All right, this looks like someone who's very fabulous. Finger. Look at the manicure, honey, the fur, or the boa constrictor, whatever this is. Not boa constrictor, or the ostrich feathers, whatever this is. So it definitely could be female energy. All right, or someone fabulous energy, right? There's definitely something about your independence. So from your father's perspective side of the family, you're just more independent. All right. Or maybe they're more independent minded as well. Final card is escape. I mean, I don't think this energy is really touching you or affecting you in deep ways. I think you feel it or sense it. But look at the two people down here. I think it's two people in particular. You have two low key hidden enemies. And there's two women here. So it could be two women. Two female energies, two feminine energies. All right. That's what I see for you, Chikia. Let's get your question, or let's get your final card. What's the final card for Chikia? Ace of Abundance. Chikia says makes sense. All right, Chikia, it says this chair brings wonderful news. A windfall of resources comes your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into business for yourself. There may be important contracts to sign. I have another question, so I will be donating after if you don't mind. That's fine. Get your questions in while I'm here, child. All right, let's cleanse the cards and get into John's question, Black and Blue's question next. And once again, if anyone wants to donate for live readings while I'm here, get your live readings in before I sign off. We're hitting that 1 hour mark, so you know I'm probably going to sign off soon. All right. Okay, so let's get into Black and Blue's question. BLK in BLU77. All right. Black and Blue's question is currently working but currently looking for a new opportunity. When will my career take me next? Will I have to move? Where will Black and Blue 77's career take them next? Will Black and Blue have to move, Spirit? Where's Black and Blue heading next in terms of their career? Will they have to move? What's coming up next for them, career wise, work wise? I get resistance connected to self perception, how others perceive you, your sense of leadership. Where's your career taking you next? I feel like you're in a role that you don't want to be in, or it's almost like you may feel like you're being put towards the trajectory of being put in a role you don't want to be in. It's like you're trying to break out of a mold, break out of a role you're being placed in. Based on, and it could be based on perception, it could be based on age, it could be based on prejudice, it could be based on misunderstandings. But I get a birth of something new for you. I get a new beginning for you financially or connected to money, resources, Black and Blue around April or May or within the next 2 to 4 weeks or months. There's going to be a new beginning that shows up for you, money, financial wise. So I see this coming up for you soon. All right. I get appreciation as well connected to thoughts, the mind, local affair, local travel. So I feel like you appreciate where you currently are locally. Let's see, your current living situation. Although I get some triggers around living situation. Thank you, Chakia, for your donations, or some triggers emotionally going on here. It's like there's an appreciation, but there's also things that irritate you. I do get decisions. A fair energy shows up connected to your work, your job situation. It's like, yes, you like your job, but if another opportunity came along, you would take that, or a better opportunity came along, you would take that. I get friendship, definitely very loyal, romance, alignment showing up. I get you're very versatile. I do feel like if the opportunity to move came up, you would be open to it. You would consider it definitely. Do you travel for work already? I get companionship connected to career. I feel like for you, Black and Blue, networking, relationships is going to be what takes your career to the next level. Knowing the right people, all right? Having the right connections, or the next space you're moving into in terms of your career. This energy is going to be important, all right? I get good energy for you around also July, maybe no, August, September, October as well could be good months for you when it comes to movement in your career, as well as there could be something that shows up with the opportunity to move towards the end of the year, going into the new year of 2027. I feel like the key is to not compare yourself to other people, other coworkers. I do get impulsiveness. I do get a little bit of an impulsiveness about you where it's like you're ready for change. But you also, it's like, once again, I see you wanting to break out of a mold, break out of a trajectory you're being put into as well. All right. It's like you're trying to break away. It's almost like, not saying this applies to you directly, but it's like an actor who's being aged out because they're too old, so they're not being considered for certain parts, or they're being pushed into certain acting roles, but it's like they make a complete beeline or pivot into another direction instead of allowing themselves to be pushed into that role, if that makes sense. So it's like basically them taking things into their own hands is what I see. All right. So I see you taking things into your own hands with your career trajectory. Black and Blue. Thank you to whoever just donated. Thank you, Destiny's Child, for your donation. Okay. And I'm presenting at a few conferences within the next few weeks. Congratulations. That sounds exciting. Black and Blue says, yep, I'm trying to break out of the current functional area I'm working in. There you go. So you'll definitely have to keep me updated, Black and Blue, because I did give you a few predictions as well. So we'll just go ahead and take that one. Black and Blue says Lamarr be spot on. Thank you. You're welcome, Black and Blue. Patch. All right, you got 3 of thought. Period. Dusty Shell. Yes. Black and Blue, it says, loving angels surround you to heal and comfort you. The sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see how clearly how important this situation has been for your spiritual growth. Take the time you need to forgive yourself and others so that you can, embrace the future with joy. All right. I love that. All right, Black and Blue will definitely keep me updated. Thank you for doing a reading with me. We're going back to Chakia. And Chakia, what is your... Oh, okay. We got your next question. And after Chikia is Destiny's Child. So Destiny's Child, put your question in the chat, please, if you can. All right, let's get to Destiny's or Chikia's question. Thank you for cleansing, clearing, and energy. Be sex from your past reading in Jesus' name. I pray. Amen. 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 All right. And once again, if anyone wants to elaborate, for you definitely can get a personal reading. All right. All right. Chakia, let's get to your question. Chakia's question is, I want to learn more about my ancestor that has chosen me in order to venerate her. Who is she to me, and what does she want me to know about her or myself? Who is the ancestor that Chakia? Who is the ancestor connected to Chakia that wants Chakia to venerate her? Who is she to Chakia, and what does she want Chakia to know about her or Chakia? I get the riches card. You have the potential for abundance. You have the potential for prosperity, for riches, for to manifest the good things in life as did she, is what I feel. All right. There's something about boxing yourself in, living a normal life, living a boxed in life that it's like would be you settling, would be you not living up to your fullest potential financially, resource wise, abundance wise. I really feel like you have the potential to like create abundance for yourself, Chakia. I get adaptability connected to your thoughts, the mind, communication, young childhood to young adult years. I feel like this ancestor has been around you since you were a young child, molding you, shaping you, stretching you in some way, shape, or form, stretching the boundaries of your mind or your thought at times. She sees herself in you emotionally. Once again, maybe there's also something similar to your mother as well. Maybe this ancestor had a similar connection to your mother, but maybe your mother didn't take a similar path that this woman did, this ancestor did, but you maybe have that potential to follow the path, to listen more clearly, or something like that. Endurance. You have endurance. Endurance of spirit, endurance of strength. You don't fall easily. You don't falter easily. That's why she's chosen you. The discovery card shows up connected to work, job, routine. She's helping you to discover things about yourself. The flirtation card shows up. She wants to, and look, she wants to guide you down the right path in terms of choosing. And once again, she wants to help you manifest your outcome, manifest your trajectory, manifest your beginnings and your endings. I get ego, so maybe there's a need to get the ego out of the way. All right. Patience. I think she's very patient with you. The generosity card and the health card. She's pouring into you. She wants to pour into you. All right. Pouring into you is healing her, is healing her story. It's almost like where her story ended is where you have the potential to take off and run with it, to take the torch and run with it. All right. That's what I get. That's why she's around you and excited about, sticking around you and helping you. That makes so much sense with your mother. Yes. Let's get your final card. I love that we must be very close in spirit. Yeah. I mean, these spirit guides be coming through strong, child. Choose freedom, it says. Connected to the number 15. It says sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon. All right. Yes, on your mother's side. All right. Thank you, Chakia, for doing a reading with me once again. Um, Now we're gonna do Destiny's Child question. Is it a great grandmother? Probably great grandmother, great, something like that, or aunt, great aunt, something like that, or cousin maybe, long like great cousin, long distance cousin, something like that, or second generation cousin, something generation cousin. Like that's what I'm hearing. All right, Destiny's Child is next. You're welcome, Shakia. Destiny's Child says, "What opportunities are coming toward me? How can I make the most of them?" What opportunities are coming towards Destiny's Child, and how can Destiny's Child make the most of them? How can they make the most of them, Spirit? What opportunities are coming towards Destiny's Child, and how can she make the most of them? Give us clarity and insight. Y'all need some Americano. Hold on. I think the sleep tried to just hit me. All right, I get defense connected to perception, self expression, how you see yourself, how other people see you. I also get leadership. Interesting. Or this is connected to also leadership. What opportunities are coming towards you and how can you make the most of them? Destiny Child, you have an energy where you like tend to clock people before you think they have a chance to clock you, but it can also send people who would be intrigued or interested or had maybe g- cool intentions. I want to maybe good intentions, but I'll say cool intentions. Um, Not cruel intentions, but cool intentions. Um, it kind of sends them away. So maybe there's a need to be less defensive or less what's the word, Spirit? Less under the guise or less under the thought of everyone's against you, because not everyone is against you. All right, that's the first thing I'm getting. I get patience around money, finances, stability. All right, so something you and something are being brought together for the sake of your stability, but it does require patience. This definitely could show up around the months of April or May or within the next 2 to 6 days or weeks. All right, maybe months. I get discovery around local affair, local travel, your thoughts, your mind, what new opportunities are coming to you. I feel like there's something around you already that you may discover an opportunity around you, maybe around summertime. Something could be discovered. I don't know, once again, if you're looking to move, relocate, or something you didn't know was local to you or near you, you discover is local to you or near you, or is newly local to you or near you around May or June. All right. Child, I guess it's hitting. I guess I clocked something, Destiny's Child. That usually means I clock something. Are you dating someone? I get flirtation. I get romance. I get someone considering choosing you or slowly choosing you. All right? In some way, shape, or form. I asked also because this does show up potentially connected to romance or purpose in some way, shape, or form. So there's definitely purpose to this connection. Will this live be saved on your page, Lamarr? Yes, it will. It will be. Clock your T. I get enterprise connected to work, resources, or work, job, routine. I see your routine being more grounded, more stabilized. I see um I'm also wondering, do you have more than one job or your own business? Because I get like possible multiple streams of income or once again, grounding, being more grounded with your work energy, job energy, your routine. I do get isolation in terms of one on one relationships. There could be a little bit of a sense of loneliness, so I would say get out, meet people. I get fulfillment though around October, November, so I feel like an opportunity is definitely coming for you around October or November or within the next 8 to 9, probably months, maybe weeks. Or there's a connection to October or November, all right? Something is definitely coming in for you. Charity card does show up connected to travel, relocation, secrets connected to the past, connected to nostalgia, your career, optimism around social networking, social media, the internet, technology, optimism around unexpected changes, eccentricity as the last card. I feel like you really need to find your tribe. I really feel like if you're going to pull my hair, pull it softly. You're on it though. I feel like you're gonna like you need to find your tribe in the sense of people that rock with you. I don't know once again if this is work related, business related, social media related. I don't know what you do for work or what you do in general, but I feel like it relies on your tribe, people who rock with you, like and you understanding that there are people out there who rock with you or would rock with you, and not everyone is against you. So even in this day and age of whatever discourse is going on out there, all right, that could affect you, right, or clock your T. So it's time to move out of that ideology of maybe victimhood, possibly a little bit. All right, and look at all of the angels up here that are actually pouring into this woman, this entity here. All right, so that's what I see, Destiny's Child. It's all of the above, isolated and untrusting of people. I'll try to be nicer. We gotta be nice. We gotta be nice in these streets. Being mean does not get us anywhere most of the time. All right. Although sometimes you do have to get people together, but that should not be our main modus of operandi or whatever that word is. You get what I'm saying. You know I'm sleepy when I start speaking like that. All right, let's get your final card, Destiny's Child. I am starting to get loopy. We'll take that one. All right, Destiny's Child, you got 6 of emotion. It says memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. Love that. You're welcome, Destiny's Child. Thank you for doing a reading with me. All right, y'all. Last call for live readings. We're going to do one last spread for the collective. And then I'm going to sign off. We've been on for an hour. All right. So, last call for live readings. If anyone wants to donate for a live reading, even if you already asked a question, please donate or wait until probably tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday, right? So tomorrow we'll most likely do an early live because y'all know I like to go to the movies on Friday. So unless I get booked up with personal readings before I go out, then we might have to do a 2 a.m. live, which might be a lot of fun actually. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, but I'm also available for personal readings. Okay. Thank you for cleansing, clearing the energy. Because next me past reading in Jesus' name I pray. Thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Last call for live readings. We're doing one more question for the collective. And then we're signing off for the night. Let's see. Let's see what the question once again was for the collective. I think what new cycle is beginning in your life. So at the very beginning of the video, if you're just now coming in, for the collective, we looked into what cycle is ending. And now to end the video, we're going to look into, for the collective, what cycle is beginning in your life. All right. What new cycle is beginning in the life of everyone watching this video, whether they're watching live or the replay? What new cycle is the Wheel of Fortune bringing into the lives of everyone watching this video right now? What new cycles are beginning in the lives of everyone watching this video? I get isolation. If you've been feeling isolated, I see a new beginning around. Some of you putting yourselves out there, some of you need to pull back. So it really depends. Some of you need to pull back, have a little bit more me time. Some of you need to put yourselves out there. Either way, you're going to slowly ease yourself into your circumstance regarding that energy. I get a new beginning around money. I get a new beginning around money. I get optimism around money, resources, business, finances. So there's an optimistic new beginning for you coming up around money. This could show up particularly around April or May, or connected to the next 2 to 9, maybe once again, depending on when you're watching and your circumstance, 2 to 9 days, weeks, or months. Or there's a connection to April or May with this energy, okay? And a new beginning around money, finances, resources, how you make your money, maybe how you spend your money as well. I get harmony in terms of mental health, harmony in terms of ideas, thoughts, clear mind, clear thoughts. All right? If you've been having, once again, I get congested mind, congested thought. I keep getting some of you have been dealing with congestion. Congestion. That would be an interesting name, wouldn't it? Some of you have been dealing with congestion. Is that how you say? Oh my God. Some of you have been congested, and it's been affecting your thought. You've not been thinking clearly, but I get clear thoughts coming back, clear mind, clear reasoning, clear decision making, good news that could show up as well around summertime, more alignment. All right, you're moving into a new beginning, a new cycle of alignment, you being aligned. This is an energy of you think about someone and they literally show up. Did someone donate for a live reading? I recognize that name, but is she in the chat? Some of you are also like, you think about someone and they reach out to you, or you think about something and it shows up literally not on your phone, but like it's more tangible, more practical. Maybe it shows up on your phone, but with a deal attached to it. Like it's that type of energy of alignment. All right. I get decision. Once again, more clear decision making, more clear thought, more firmness in your decision making. There's no wavering, there's no shakiness. All right? Generosity in terms of romance, self-expression, purpose, opportunity. You are entering a cycle of opportunity where opportunities flow to you. This is especially good if you've been feeling like there's been a block in terms of opportunity. You've been blocked from opportunities. Suddenly things open up for you once again, especially around July or August. All right. Let me see if she put her question with her, or is this a phone reading? Is Zaria here in the room? Hold on. I want to finish this, but I want to. I don't know. Is Zaria in the room or anyway? Let me finish this, y'all. This is really good for the collective. I get fortune around money, around work, around health. You're entering a new cycle of better health. You're entering a new cycle of a blessing around your work or job sector, whether you already have a job or you're looking for a job or a new job. You're entering a cycle of blessings, of opportunity once again, of good fortune being bestowed upon you. I do get detachment around relationships, so this isn't a bad thing. This is ironically, how do I say this, Spirit? This is you, some of you entering a cycle of better, healthy, emotional attachment styles. That's what's happening here. Some of you are entering a cycle of healthier attachment, healthier attachment styles in relationships, healthier emotional attachment styles in relationships, and part of that does revolve learning to detach. If that makes sense, all right. So that's not a bad thing. I do get speculation. Hmm. Oh, okay. Some of you are entering a cycle of things being more solidified between you and someone else. This could be someone you're already in a relationship with, someone who you're connected to, but it's not clear the definitions of your relationship, whether internally or externally, but something becomes more defined here. All right? You're entering a cycle of more defined relationships, more defined connections with clearer boundaries, which is also healthy. Y'all, I get fulfillment around travel, relocation. Some of y'all are entering a cycle of movement, regarding travel, movement regarding you literally moving, relocating. All right. Going back to school, investing in expanding your knowledge, your skill set in some way, shape, or form, having new experiences, freedom. You're entering a cycle of freedom. Some of you are entering a cycle of having a better relationship with the past or someone from the past, which is interesting. So something or someone from the past is getting a new cycle. All right. Hopefully a healthier cycle. I get exaltation, positive changes, and then friendship. Once again, alignments in friendship. A lot of you are entering a cycle in terms of meeting your soulmate. And if you're already connected to your soulmate, developing a deeper connection, a deeper friendship with your soulmate. Because some of you are already connected to your soulmate. All right. And when I say soulmate, I don't mean your soulmate is a dog or your soulmate is this feels like a meaningful soulmate energy. Will it be romantic for everyone? No, but it's meaningful. And I think that's what matters the most. So a lot of new cycles are starting for people in a lot of different areas of life, which is very exciting. Oh, child, this was interesting for the collective. Let's get the final live reading. All right. All right, Zaria, you are next. Thank you for your donation. Let me log into the right PayPal. And then we're gonna do Zaria's question, and then if anyone else wants to donate for a live reading before I sign off for the night, you can donate. But after this question, I'm gonna sign off. All right. It has been real. It has been fabulous. It has been fun as always. And I really enjoyed our time together. And I look forward to the next live. Let's do Zaria's question. Let me cleanse the cards while I log into my PayPal. Or Cash App, I mean. Mm, mm, mm. All right, let me cleanse the cards. There we go. All right. Zaria, let me get to your question. Okay, so Zaria's question is um thinking of starting a business, what God-given business for me that will fulfill my purpose and achieve abundance? What God-given business does God want Zaria to pursue that will fulfill Zaria's purpose and achieve abundance for Zaria? What God given business would work for Zaria to achieve these things? I get impulsiveness. This could represent maybe the you being a little bit impulsive, the need to stick with it energy, or having a stick with it energy to see this business through or to see said future business through. All right. I get criticism as the first card. This is connected to self image, how you see yourself, how other people see you. It's almost like the energy is saying, look at yourself. Like, look at what problem in your own life do you need solving. It could be something simple as nail polish, beauty, aesthetic related, um, skincare related. It's like, what problem do you have that you could solve, that you've solved on your own, that other people may have as well? I feel like there's a need to look there. You know how we all have problems that we have, like, so we create our own solutions for that work for us. 9 times out of 10, there's other people who have that same problem and could actually benefit from your solution, right? Um, maybe not 9 times out of 10, but you kind of get what I'm saying. I get assertion connected to money, finances, resources. I do feel like this type of business may require you to invest first before you get an investment out of it. All right. That could be money, time, energy, but I get something you're excited about, an idea you're excited about. All right. An idea you can run with and build on. So you may want to start small. Like, once again, even if it's like, I've never seen anyone, have this nail polish color or use this type of nail polish formula, but maybe you create the color, you create the formula or something like that, or you mix formulas or colors, or you like experiment. I get excitement energy around June or July as well. So maybe an idea comes to you around that time frame. I feel like something comes to you within the next three days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I get a connection to the number three. I feel like an idea comes to you. Quite literally, Zaria. All right. Um, it may require research as well. May require you to do a little research. I get generosity though. God is generous and is going to be generous with these ideas. I feel like it starts with one idea and then it grows into more or other things or others' ideas are spawned off of it. All right. So I feel like God is saying start small and then build from there. All right. I get fortune around one-on-one relationships, partnerships, self-love, self-care ritual, beauty, once again, aesthetic, something that enhances oneself. Good night, Destiny's Child. I know we're getting late, child. We've been on for an hour and 30. Speculation. All right. Interesting. You may want to patent your formula or whatever it is you do. You may want to trademark. You may want to do something along those lines eventually to not run into any issues. But that's what I'm seeing for you, Zaria. And I get, once again, whatever this is you're going to create, it's something you're enthusiastic about. And it is something God given, something you can run with. You may even put a little bit of God into it as well. Maybe you like mention something about God in the packaging or, something like that. Like you may want to consider that. Okay. Or I don't know if you would put a Bible verse on it. Like that could be kind of corny sometimes, but maybe not. So it depends. All right. But I'm seeing something like that. Let's get your final cards, Aria, and then we're gonna sign off. We're gonna say goodnight to everybody. This was a really fun live. I never know if people are gonna buy readings or if people aren't gonna buy readings. So I'm always down to just do a full hour of content. But child, when y'all come through with the orders with the live readings, y'all come through, honey. That becomes the content. So. Ooh, child, thank you so much. I really enjoyed tonight's live. Let's see what you got, Zaria. You got Choose Freedom. Interesting. This came out earlier. This kind of makes sense, though. Connected to the number 15. All right. All right, it says, sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision other endless possibilities you might act upon. Interesting. So step back and open your mind and allow God to give you an idea for you to receive, all right? Easier said than done, but I know you can do it, girl, all right? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening and watching to tonight's collective live. I really enjoyed it. I will catch you in the next live or in your own personal reading. Either way, I will see you soon. Have a good morning, evening, night, whenever you're listening or watching. I really appreciate you all for being here. Remember, I have a new album out. It's called Witch's Anthem. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and all streaming platforms. Bye, everyone.
I've got
got something to tell you, but I think you already know. When I get these feelings, boy, I'm suddenly elusive. It's the threat that my feelings will show. I've got a secret to hold you. I've let my feelings grow. Every time you slide my way, I pray to God and hope you stay. Like Veterans Day, you'll be my slideshow. 'Cause I've got a crush on you. There's nothing you can do. I'm coming straight for you. 'Cause I've got a crush on you. In the corner haunting you. Will you be my baby boo? 'Cause I've got a crush on you. There's nothing you can do. I'm coming straight for you. 'Cause I've got a crush on you. In the corner haunting you. Will you be my baby boo? I've got a crush on you. There's nothing you can do. I'm coming straight for you. 'Cause I've got a crush on you. In the corner haunting you. Will you be my baby boo? 'Cause I've got a crush on you. There's nothing you can do. I'm coming straight for you. 'Cause I've got a crush on you. In the corner haunting you. Will you be my baby boo? 'Cause I've got a crush on you. There's nothing you can do. I'm coming straight for you. 'Cause I've got a crush on you.